Hey everybody, it's ASIC Eric, and I have been amassing parts for the LS swap. I've been getting things together here. I have decided to go with the hooker / Holly swap stuff. I'll walk you through what I've put together here so far and get in preparation for this. All the pieces I have. So these are the engine mounts, the LS swap engine mounts here. These use the standard GM engine mounts, clamshells. Hang on a second. Keep the lights on in here. So I went ahead and went with the ones that they recommended, which are the standard replacement engine clamshells here. I'll get all my terminologies right one of these days. That's one question for any of you guys out there that care. These are the standard rubber mounts. You can get the poly mounts. I'm not really sure it matters. Made in the USA. What anybody thinks about that? But anyway, I went ahead and went with the standard clamshells for that. Let's see, what else? This guy here, who makes this thing? This is from Speed Tech. So this is the trans tunnel. What do you call this thing exactly? Cover, I guess. So when you put the T56 in these second gen Camaros, of course, doesn't exactly fit. So you're gonna have to do some hacking. So this part here goes to the front of the car. This is the back. So you cut out basically this whole section you see here in the trans tunnel, and then just drop this thing down on. You have to clearance it a little bit to make room. This has to be bent up here. This fits, what is it, 70 through 74 Nova, I think, and then the second gen Camaros. And it's all flanged and ready to go. Now I could have made something, this is not strictly necessary. Could have just built something to do the equivalent of that. Let's see here, looking at this. So this is 68 through 72 Nova, as well as second gen Camaro. That's what that is. Excuse me. Boy. Anyway, so the common theme for all of this stuff for me is, at this point in my life right now, my time is more valuable than my money, with my new company starting up and stuff. So if I can buy something off the shelf to do what I need, I'm going to do it instead of fabricating something up myself. So common theme here. A lot of this stuff you could do. Next on the list here, this is the Holly oil can. Which model is this? This is the 302-1. They make basically two versions of this. They have the 302-1 and 302-2. And depending on the car you have, one is better than the other. So for my car, this is the dash 1. And I'll pull this out here and show this to you. Here. So this is the LS swap oil pan here. The 302-1 that I have here, you see this is pretty straight across and through here, so it's got quite a bit of thickness right here. And for those of you that don't know, the oil pan that ships with the LS engines is about that deep, really, really deep, which works, but that will actually stick down below your crossmember, which is super dangerous, obviously, because if you hit something, speed bump or something, you can shear off the bottom of your oil pan. Anyway, so Holly makes these replacement pans. They're super nice cast aluminum pieces. Back to where I was, 302-1 is like this. The 302-2 is very shallow here at the front. I mean, almost nothing here at the top. And the reason for that is if your steering linkage comes in through here, like the G-body cars and other things, you'll have to worry about that. The Camaro, theoretically, this isn't supposed to be a problem. We'll find out if that fits or not, but this should hopefully work, and then I don't have to do anything like that. A bunch of dudes out there, obviously you've seen, are making their own versions of this by shaving these things off, welding a new plate on here, etc. Hats off to you guys that do that. Like I said, I'm gonna buy the pre-bought stuff right now if I can. But anyway, that's that. Put that away. Clean all this up in a minute here. Come back to that. So it comes with a new oil pickup tube, some other random bits. You do, I believe, on that one, you have to do a little bit of work on the windage tray to get that to fit, but when the time comes, we'll go over that. And then, last but not least here, again from Holly / Hooker, they're the same company now, the LS Swap T56 Crossmember, transmission Crossmember there. This is designed to fit all second generation Camaros, but the mount is different depending on what year you have from the subframe. This is a pretty cool piece, but the plating or whatever they did on it is pretty crappy. You can see here, like when I took it out of the box, this stuff just flakes right off, so that's pretty lame. Yeah, Roger, you know all about bad finishes on things. I don't know what the story is here. What was I just looking at here? Same thing over here. This is just comes right off. So I don't know what the story is there, but whatever. I don't really care about the finish on it so much. I can deal with that. But anyway, so that is all the pieces I need, as far as I know, to go ahead and get that swap done. I don't know if I need anything else. We'll figure it out as the time comes, but it's everything ready to go there. So my plan was to get those new engine clamshells mounted down on the subframe, and then start putting things together from there. My dad is away right now. Pops, oh sorry, missed one thing here. New oil pan gasket. So when he gets back, then we can start putting things together. So I'm going to be on break for a while here. Not going to be doing much. So a little later in the year, we'll pick it up from there. Now, the astute observer may have been asking themselves, "ASIC Eric, what is this crate that I'm looking at right here?" Well, astute observer, thank you for asking. Let me show you. What's this? Dun 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 dun! Oh yeah! Looky here, people. Christmas came early for me. Boom! All right, what are we looking at here? This is a GM Performance Connect and Cruise package of the E-Rod variety. Again, for those of you who haven't been following along, this is a 77 Camaro, which is smog controlled in California. GM Performance sells these E-Rod engines, which are certified for use in California smog controlled vehicles. So you can put one of these in just about anything, pre-96, I guess. OBD2, earlier than OBD2 cars. So this is fully legal for use in California. What is this? This is an LS3, 430 horsepower LS3. This is a T56 Super Magnum. And this is bell housing, clutch, all that stuff, the transmission install kit. So as I said, this is called a Connect and Cruise package. So you buy all of this stuff together and it's all designed to work together. It's a little bit weird with these newer ones. The controllers, the ECMs and these guys are designed for a 40-tooth reluctor transmission, if I have that right. Most T56s are 12, I think, or 17 or something, I forget. So they don't really work together. And then you got to figure out how to either reprogram this or get a different reluctor for this. I'm not sure. But the T56 Super Magnum from GM is designed with the 40 tooth reluctor. So these two are done plug and play. The T56 Super Magnum, I don't really know what the difference between that and a T56 Magnum is. You know, whatever, it's more bulletproof, whatever. It's the same rate specs, you know, whatever, 700 foot-pounds of torque, etc. But whatever. It is more expensive than buying a T56 Magnum. But here's the key. If you buy all of this stuff together, all of this comes with a 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty on it. That is freaking awesome. If you buy the T56 Magnum by itself from GM or the Super Magnum, it's a 12-month warranty. If you buy one aftermarket from Hurst Drivelines or whatever, they come with like a 2.5-year warranty, which is pretty awesome. But the whole package here, you got a 3-year warranty. And remember, that's what I was talking about. That was my concern about getting the engine early, because I didn't want it sitting here and basically rusting away while the warranty expired. But with a 3-year warranty on it, I think I've got enough time to get all this done and put together. So I'm going to leave you all in suspense on this until my dad gets back. Then I'm going to do a full unboxing video and everything on this. I don't want to spoil his surprise. That is just cool. This box I opened up just because it was a little damaged in shipping, so I wanted to make sure everything was okay in there, but it's fine. Anyway. That is a true crate engine, any crate. It's pretty awesome. So, again, this is just going to sit here untouched for a while. My wife lost her parking spot, and she gives me grief about it every day. So I've got multiple reasons to get this done. So plan is, right after Christmas, just before the new year, around the new year, my dad's back, and we are just going to bust ass on this thing and try and get it done. So get this baby mounted, get it in there, get the engine in there first, get all that happy, then bolt the transmission up to it, figure out the trans tunnel, cut, weld in that new cover, etc. And hopefully, you know, in that week, first week of the year, I'm off from work, we can get all that done. That's I don't think that's going to be a problem. This stuff should all just be bolt up, plug and play, etc. We'll see. There's a web page from I think it's Hot Rod Magazine, where they did an E-Rod in the 79, and the one thing that they ran into was the exhaust hits right here. So I may have to clearance that part of the subframe right there, but everything else pretty much just bolted straight in. So as I've mentioned in a previous video as well on this E-Rod engine, the rules for this in California is you cannot change anything. So this comes with the exhaust manifolds, twin cats for each side. All that stuff has to be completely intact. You can't modify a thing. So when they do the inspection for the car, when the time comes, they're going to look at all that stuff and make sure nothing has been modified. So if I have to clearance something, I have to clearance the car. I can't clearance this. Unfortunately. So, you know, for something like that, it may just be off by a 1/4 of an inch or something. I can't just beat up the cat or something. I gotta fix the car. Anyway, that's the plan. So come January, I am hoping you're going to see, you know, a video every day kind of thing, and we're going to do just one big series on the LS3 swap into this bad boy, and that will be good. One final question before I go. These things obviously have the beautiful, pristine aluminum heads on them. Got my engine hoist over there in the corner, and I have the little tilt thing for it, which I don't really need in this application. But the question is, how do I get this engine out of here, in there, etc., without gouging it up, you know, from chains beaten up on the heads and stuff? If anybody's got a good plan for doing that when the time comes. I don't know if they have engine straps, you know, that are, you know, woven rayon or something, whatever, instead of chains. or what, but I don't want to beat up my new engine. I don't really want to take it apart and take the manifold, the intake manifold and everything off of it. I would like to keep it intact and just, but I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, this will be my last video before Christmas. So once again, Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays, Happy New Year. I hope everybody has a great 2018. I know a lot of us and a lot of you guys out there had a pretty rough 2017, so let's hope that's behind us and moving on to bigger and better things next year. Get this guy running in 2018 will be pretty awesome. So anyway, thank you to all my subscribers, everybody commenting on these videos. It really means a lot to me. It helps a lot, keeps me motivated on this project. It's hard to stay motivated sometimes, but that's a lot of motivation right there. So anyway, take care, everybody. I'm rambling, and I will see you next year. See ya.